normally cook it with, you can have as much of that. Why? Because once you've toasted that rice in that saucepan, you've sealed the kernel and have now prevented the process of agglutination, which is the process of that rice becoming a starch. So enjoy the roasted rice because it gives you a feeling of starch without the ill effect of elevating your blood sugar. That can be used in a lot of ways. Some people tell me, well, what am I going to have for breakfast? I really don't want eggs every day. Well, you can use that rice as a sort of a polenta or like an oatmeal or like a cornmeal by putting other things in it, even flavorings, and give yourself a hot breakfast. So there's a lot of things you can do with the rice. Fruit juices, like we already spoke about, are not allowed. Neither is honey, another sweetener. You cannot have any frozen foods except plain vegetables and no sugar-added fruit. And why is that? Unfortunately, sugar can be added to a product and not listed on the label if it's intended as a preservative. It goes under that category of and other flavorings. So it's very tricky with frozen foods. You need to stay away from them. You can also not have any cereals of any kind. Why? They're grains. Again, we spoke about that. No alcoholic beverages of any kind. That includes beer, wine, hard alcohol, mixed drinks, no alcohol. Cauliflower is prohibited in this program. It's an anomaly of the vegetable family that seems to have an ill effect on blood sugar. We haven't quite figured out the why, but we know that it does. So for that reason, you can't have cauliflower. No potatoes, no yams, no beans, and no tofu. No great loss for most people, but tofu, believe it or not, has a very high amount of starch in it. And no beets. Beets, again, are one of those starchy vegetables, along with carrots, corn, and peas. So that's all you have to avoid. You will begin the program immediately following the adjustment. And the adjustment is the key to your success, because with that one simple maneuver that you will say, you will eliminate the cravings and make this program much easier for you. At this point, some of you may be thinking, oh no, never a glass of wine again or a piece of chocolate cake. No, that's not what we're talking about here. We're only talking about 2 consecutive weeks. After that, depending on the nature of your needs, we're going to determine either a weight loss program that suits you, suits your physiology, your likes and dislikes, your lifestyle, or we're going to go directly into total body modification, which does not require any additional nutritional restrictions. Or if you don't have to lose weight, your own physiology, now that you are withdrawn from a sugar addiction, will dictate what you want and what you don't want to eat. This may seem impossible now, but after a very short time on the program, you will notice your appetite drops dramatically and your cravings are gone. So you'll be able to make intelligent choices without being run by your physiology. That's the first and most important thing. It's a short time. 2 weeks goes by like that. So as an overview of the benefits, we discussed them very briefly. A lot of you are going to want more information to understand why you're making this lifestyle change. And I want to give you some references that have been absolutely invaluable. A very wonderful quick read is called Sugar Blues. Sugar Blues in just a few hours by William Duffy will give you the primary reasons why physiologically this is a sound and beneficial program. I highly recommend this, especially for anybody concerned with energy, mood, and just overall well-being. The Schwarzbein principle is written by an endocrinologist. Endocrinologists, some of you may know, are people that specifically deal with the hormonal balances of your body. Her practice was primarily treating diabetic patients, and in the course of her practice, she discovered the very principles that the Sugar Control Program is founded on. In a very easy read, you will have all the science, all the logic, and all of the information to support your program, including wonderful guidelines for the future after the 2 weeks. Depending on your goals, there are some wonderful recipes here and other nutritional guidelines. Specifically for the Sugar Control Program itself, the Sugar Control Bible, written by one of the Sugar Control practitioners, Dr. Jacqueline Paltis, breaks this down ad nauseum. Anything you could possibly want to know, and then some, you can find in this book. Thank you so much for your attention to this program. I promise you, the benefits will far outweigh any sacrifice you have to make for a couple of weeks. Thanks again.